All right, hello everyone. This is the last video that I'm recording today. See, I didn't even put the mic on yet. So I had to take a break and do some stuff, but I'm back. So this is pretty cool. Now, I don't work with this company. I'm just, showing this. Now, this one was a hard one to get because where I live, there's no stores that really have this on the West Coast. But on the East Coast, in certain areas, I could find it. Now, this is road opener, okay? So they have it in Spanish and now in English, right? So this is something you'd find in the Caribbean, in Florida, and like South America, right? So this is the interesting thing about this. Everyone that has a different study that they might, you know, cling to, connect to, or whoever you learn it from, Some people don't teach it in their family, like in my family, but there's always someone that knew it that didn't talk about it, right? So basically, road opener. I have some little notes so I can keep on track. Now, it all depends on what tradition you're from or what country you're from, wherever your ancestors all are from, right? So if you're from, like, say, Central America, the Caribbean, South America, you're going to find herbs that break away negativity, right? And to make a road opener incense, candle, you can use it as a bath, and in addition to a cleansing ritual, then you would mix different herbs, right? You can search online all you want. It's going to be different herbs depending on who is making it and from what country, right? It's a mixture, it's mixed in of African, traditions, and also what native tribe would say, okay, use this herb, whatever. Okay. So if you feel like stuck, like nothing you do is working, um, you feel blocked, then this is something you would do. Say if you don't have time, you just feel like, hey, something's wrong, something's off. What am I going to do? Then you say, all right, I don't have much time. I'm going to use this incense, right? I don't know the herbs that they use in this one, right? I have no idea. So what I do is I always go to an herb that I know I could like kind of like coat on it a little bit. It could be Van oil. It could be sandalwood is always a go-to. It could be frankincense oil and some other oil and kind of like dip it. If you make a mixture that you can dip your incense in, you have to be patient and then have it, lay it down and dry it. Then you're giving it that extra fuse. Okay, that's just my style. So the road opener could be in an incense form. It could be a spiritual bath and routine. It could be candles. It could be also a dust. Okay, and you're going to use these in different ways. So I'm not going to go into detail. I'm just this kind of like the, you know, just the summary of what you can use it for. If you're using this incense and you're doing a bath, you can play a mantra. It depends on what pantheon you connect with that you're going to use. If you don't really have one, but you're hoping to use one, then I always suggest to people to connect to your ancestors in this life, right? Connect to that. Some people would read Psalms. I know some people who don't want to even bother with that. You can connect to, this is for someone that is studied, you can connect to like a tree of life, kind of reciting um, a particular level, or you can connect to like a god, a deity, and their mantra or their song while you're taking that cleansing bath or ritual, right? You can even use a sigil along with a candle. So it could be a big, elaborate kind of road opener cleansing, or which I would suggest. But the incense to me is kind of like something you would burn, say, oh, okay, I just feel like everything is kind of messed up. Let me buy this. Then you'd probably burn it that day, but then okay, tomorrow I'm going to research and see what I can do. And some people are great at just teaching themselves and just doing it, and they feel confident in doing it themselves. Then you do that. If you want to consult someone, then they're the one that's with the knowledge, and then you pay them for that consultation. That to me, you always have to be careful because even as a young kid and seeing like different spiritual people, you always know which one's like a con artist, and you're just like, I'm not gonna even mess with that. I I know of someone that I trust that can do this, or I could ask this person, hey, what do you do in your culture? We do this, and then combine it or whatever. So it all depends on how rooted you are to your spirituality, um, to really combine things and put them together that work best for you. And always using your intuition is going to be better than someone else's opinion. Only a weak person would be like, oh, I'm just going to depend on that person's opinion, and some people can be forceful. So you have to um, really trust yourself and use your intuition on how you're going to go about it. And if you're honest with yourself, you will find the right answer. Um, a lot of times with the road opener, also people will cleanse, their bathroom, clean it, or even their floor with ammonia. And that's like a big one of getting rid of negative energy. If you haven't cleansed your home, you might want to cleanse your home before you do the road opener. Okay. And the ammonia, I've heard it being referred to as like the great clarifier, right? So that gets rid of all the negative energy in the space from the people that lived there before, and then your baggage too. And then you can do light the incense. It works with the air element, so that's really clearing the air part of it. But doing a bath, that's water, the element, um, the air, the incense, right? Um, the, the candle, that's fire. Okay. The mantra, that's along with the air and sound. Okay, because sound is the first thing. And then if you want to combine for the earth, that would be you standing with the sole of your feet grounded to the earth, and maybe doing an egg cleansing, you know, um, and also playing drums and kind of stomping your feet and kind of shaking off the energy, right? So there's a different kind of like practice rituals that you could do, um, to kind of cleanse it energetically, and it will be with the sole of the feet. So you're kind of like shaking it off. And there's a visualization and a whole thought practice that goes along with that. So sometimes when like a road cleansing might not feel like it worked, is because it's not just one easy fix. It's got to be like a practice of always protecting your energy and really being connected to creator, and being really just connected to yourself and your life. That way you're not attracting negativity, or when you come across negativity, you know how to handle it the right way or the best way you can in that situation, right? So yeah, this is basically a protection incense. It opens the path, it opens the way. Like I said, they don't put on here what is inside of it. And of course, people want to have their own kind of remedies and so on and so forth. But a lot of times, and I'm not saying it for this, but people name it whatever and then use an incense or an essence, a resins, a floral scent, and a type of essential oil, a wood like from a tree, the resins on this. And that's nice, but it's really good when you can have maybe kind of a spray and spray it with, sandalwood, uh, frankincense. I love Van, and then have that sprayed onto it. It gives it that extra kick, that extra chi for the incense. So whenever something is packaged and you're not buying it from someone who is really into the practice, they either teach something, or they could have any kind of regular job, but you know that they practice something spiritual every day and they're really committed to it, then yeah, that's like legitimate. That's legit. So it has a lot of chi and a lot of energy that's infused in it, right? And whenever you buy something, always cleanse it. I mean, now that we're going through everything, people wipe things down more, but I've always wiped things down. Um, from my culture, we're always like, let's wipe this down. I don't know who's, you know, germs, physical germs, or negative energy is on it. So we're always like that. Like, just always, a lot of my friends from foreign countries are like that. Like, let's wipe this down. I don't know who was touching this. But, and then you would pray over it, whatever resonates with you. And like I said, you know, coating it with your own oils on it gives it that extra oomph, because they're not saying, hey, this is a frankincense base. They could have at least list 3 things on here, I would suggest, if I was marketing this. That's my opinion. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, click like. It really helps. I can see, of course, how many people are watching it. And I'm just sharing what I know. Like I said, there's a lot of videos on here probably about this. But my perspective and something that I say could have not been said in that way. So hopefully you guys find it helpful. Leave a comment, you know, even a smiley face. That way it helps to get the video out to other people. Click like, hit the notification button. I hope you guys enjoy these videos. And yeah, a day, like I said, a day to work this. It all depends on your spiritual background. That's what I forgot to mention. Like again, Tuesday is a great day for doing that. I'm sure that there's other days someone might connect to another day of the week from their tradition that they like or a practice that they admire. Saturday could be one. In some traditions, it's like not on Saturdays, but typically yes, you know, because that's a high day. That's a spiritual day. I know Sunday is one that is more newer day. Saturday, like Fridays and Saturdays, is like an older spiritual day. So definitely Fridays and definitely Tuesdays. All right, so thank you guys so much for watching, and that's it. Peace.